श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So this is going to be a series of lectures on different text. We call it Prakarana Grantha. We'll understand what Prakarana is later. Different texts written by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. Bhagavan Bhashyakara. Whenever we say Bhagavan Bhashyakara, we have to understand we are talking about Shankaracharya Ji Maharaj. People refer to him as Shankara, Adi Shankaracharya, Shankaracharya, etc. We will not use any of those names. We will only refer to him as Bhagavan Bhashyakara. He is the base for all the other teachings which we see in Hinduism. If Hinduism exists, it is only because of him. Okay. So, among the, let us say, small texts, independent texts written by Bhagavan Bhashyakara, there are smaller, bigger texts here. Half of them are accepted to be text on devotion, on this deity or that deity. Okay. So the rest, like 40 of them, we counted. So some 39, 40 of them, they are based on Vedanta. Not all of them are accepted to be texts written by Bhagavan Bhashyakara himself. But generally, that's a normal acceptance. That is what I normally say. We have to go into this nitty-gritties of who wrote, how wrote, when wrote, etc. We don't need that Shastra. Like in the introduction to Vekachudamani, I very categorically said this because Vekachudamani is not accepted by many or by some to be a text authored by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. So I said, somebody who is as capable as Bhagavan Bhashyakara, only from that person's pen, this kind of text can come. Not anyone can author that kind of text. So let us accept that person to be Bhagavan Bhashyakara himself, because we have a saying in India. Vyasa Uchishtam Jagat Sarvam. Vyasa Uchishtam Jagat Sarvam. Vyasa means Vyasaji, Saint Vyasa. Uchishta means saliva. Jagat means world. Sarva means all. The whole creation is just saliva, means leftover. Whatever you say, it is already said in Vyasa's text. You are not writing anything new other than what Vyasa has already dealt with. Talk about psychology, physiology, this, that, whatever ology, it is all dealt by him in his Puranas. So, like that here, Bhagavan Bhashyakara has dealt with every subject, every possible nitty-gritties of Vedanta through his Prakarana text, etc. So, out of these 40 texts, Vekachudamani is a very good text to begin with. But since we have already completed Vekachudamani both in Tamil and English, and we have brought out the book also, it is not in the pipeline. Out of this 40 text, I am not going to include Vekachudamani. I don't plan to include Vekachudamani in that. So I am using this text called Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha as the first text. I don't have the text in front of me. It is there by my side. Normally, the tradition is you have to keep your text open in front of you and study or teach. Now, Even if you don't look into the text, you have to keep it open. Now, I don't have the text. A, because though people have heard it through the announcement that the class will start from today, they really don't have the text. They don't have the copy of the text. So, what I'll be doing is I'll be giving the links to the text. We'll come to that later. So, that is why I am not having the text in front of me. A. B is I want to take with me even the others who have not had the chance of doing the Shravana, listening to the Vedanta text. So even them I want to carry with me. To accommodate them, first we need to understand why Vedanta. See, out of this so many texts, why did I choose this text, Vedanta, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha? It's an essence of Vedanta, complete essence. So though there are small text and big text, etc., it is normally logical to see the smaller text first and then come to the bigger text. Now this has around 1000 shlokas. What is the logic here? We have this logic called Suchi Kataha Nyaya. Suchi Kataha Nyaya. Nyaya means logic. Okay. The logic based on the worldly experience. Suchi Kataha Nyaya. So you go to a ironsmith and you order for a pan. He is going to take the iron, enough iron, and he's going to beat it and all that. And while beating it, when somebody comes and orders a simple needle, a big needle, in fact, so he just orders a needle. So what will this ironsmith do? He will take a iron, he'll make a hole and sharpen the other edge and give it to him. Immediate money, that is. Any kind of worker, they will just do the job which gives them fast money. So, using that logic, I should have taken a simple text, small text, which is 1 shloka, 10 shloka, 5 shlokas, different time numbers, instead of taking 1000 shloka text. For that, our logic is counter logic is, though there are texts which have only few shlokas, but while explaining that, some points which we have to explain there have to be repeatedly again and again and again and again explained. Even though, in spite of doing this text, whatever necessary I will explain in the other text, smaller text, but still I don't have to go on repeating the same thing again and again in an elaborate way. Once you see it elaborately in this text, then it will be a cakewalk for understanding the other smaller text, any other text, even in fact, for that matter. So, based on that logic, counter logic, we will see this Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha first, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha first. Based on this knowledge, we will understand all the other texts. And for this, as I said, I want to take the people who are anabhigya. Anabhigya means who have no prior introduction to Vedanta. I want to take them along with me. Now, Vedanta Anabhigya, for them, the first question will be why Vedanta? Because there are Vipratipatti regarding moksha. Vipratipatti means Vividha Pratipatti. Pratipatti means knowledge. Vividha means multiple. There are multiple types of knowledge which proclaim to give you moksha. Moksha means liberation. Different schools, different says. And there is a stupid statement saying all path leads to the same goal. No, we don't have that kind of. We Vedantins don't accept that. But Vedas themselves proclaim Ekam Sata Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. There is only one truth, and all the saints, they speak in different languages. That's all. They are talking about the same truth. Yes, sir. But the problem is they are explaining to people who are of that level. So they are talking, reiterating whatever ideas they already have and bringing him to that level. That's all. They are not giving the real truth to them. So one, if you want to understand truth, you have to come to Vedanta. Because moksha means general idea of moksha. What is moksha? Moksha means happiness, absolute happiness. How do you get that moksha? By the God vision, vision of God, gaining the God's vision, you gain moksha. That's what normal acceptance is. Now, let us accept that at face value. I do mantra japa, etc., all the penance, and I gain the vision of God. Now what? He's gone. He's gone. He's not going to stay with me permanently. So since he's gone, now I will be sad. Where is the happiness you are talking about? After gaining the vision of God, I should be happy. Absolute happiness should be gained. But there is a sadness in me. Why? Because I don't have the vision now. I had the vision earlier, not now. So that vision of God cannot be equated with moksha, liberation. That cannot be liberation, because that doesn't bring absolute happiness. This is the thing which we see in the lives of gopis in Bhagavata Mahapurana. While discussing about that, we have to see this also. The Mahapuranas, Bhagavata, etc., the Puranas, Itihasas, are epic, are mythological text. They are all explained in different levels. I say karma, dharma, marma. Karma, the acts they did, a story. Dharma, it teaches through story, it teaches you the dharma they follow, the right way of life they followed. And marma, secret, the hidden secret behind that story. So this is how our epics and mythological texts are constructed. They are not like David and Goliath, a simple person fighting a very powerful person, or hero fighting a villain. No, that is not how it is. In this period, there is a movie which got released called Adi Purush. These people who made this movie, they say, we created Ramayana, we didn't create Ramayana, we this, that. We are not doing a review of Adi Purush now here. I saw this trailer and I said, it's a stupid movie. Even during the trailer, everyone had a bad idea about the movie. Why I said it's a stupid movie? Yes, not because the actor is not good, that actor is not good. No. The way they depicted Ravana as a villain is such a stupid way of explaining Ramayana. We have to understand there is no hero villain here in our life. There is no one who can be referred to as a hero and the other person as a villain. One person's hero is always another person's villain. This is how we see. In Ramayana, they say Ravana is the villain. How can Ravana be villain? I'm not even talking. See, there is a story that in Puranas, there is a story that Ravana himself was a person who was in Vaikuntha, the abode of Vishnu, and he had come because of a curse or something. He had to come and take 3 births in the earth because of a curse from by some rishi. He didn't allow the rishi, so he cursed them. So these, I'm not even entering into that story. Even simply taken, Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and he had such a good, huge, beautiful qualities. He kidnapped, yes, he kidnapped Sita. True, there's no, there's no two words about it. But he loved his sister. He saw Rama mistreated her sister, his sister. So he had to take revenge to protect his sister's sovereignty, respect. He kidnapped, but he didn't even lay his fingers on Sita. No, he didn't do that. So such a man of character, how can you call him a villain? Yes, when we say Rama, we don't call him simple Rama, we call him Maryada Purushottama Rama. But if there are fallacies here, there are buddhijeevis, people who always have these debates and all that, just to demean Hinduism and all that. Some people have this idea, they get into this kind of debates. Rama, he himself, he one who discarded his wife, how can he be accepted as Maryada Purushottama? Maryada Purushottama means the one who is the greatest among the respectable among the humans. So how can you call him that? Because he left his wife because of a rumor, and he killed Vali by hiding himself behind a tree. He didn't fight him straight. So you can point out to different things like this in anybody's life. Come to Mahabharata. Who is the villain? Duryodhana. Who is the hero? The Pancha Pandavas. But is that true? Duryodhana, who gave such a great importance to friendship, such a great man who gave importance to friendship, who just thought that I wanted to get back the lost respect of my father. So he just wanted to get it back. That's all. So you cannot demean anyone. Like I was in Vrindavan. The next day of my arrival at Vrindavan, normally that has become a custom kind of. I go to this ashram. And while I go, during that gap, this sadhu, he gives lectures. When I go, this Swamiji who conducts lectures there, he takes a holiday to attend the classes, and therefore he appoints someone at that place to give lectures to the people who come there. So this sadhu, a very good person, soft-spoken person, he was giving the lecture this time on some part of Ramayana, Sundarakanda or something maybe. He's a very good orator. And after his lecture, normally there is a Ashirvachana which I have to give, a kind of a message kind of I have to deliver. Every time that has become a norm. So when I was asked to say some things, say some few words, I, s- I started speaking about the thing which I noted during the lecture of this sadhu. When he was referring to Rama, his face will be like Rama, Ramji. Incidentally, his name is Ramji too. And when he refers to us Ravana, there is a disrespect. Ravana, kind of. I said, how can you? I being a Vedanti, in Vedanta we say Vishayeshu dosham pashya. See the defects in the objects. Object mean defect. That's the idea we refer to. We'll see that in detail later. But if a Vedanti, is going to say something like that about Ravana, okay, fine, that is good. That is okay. But how can you, a devotee, talk bad about Ravana, ill about Ravana? How can you have wrong ideas about Ravana? Because you are a devotee, you cannot, there is no greater devotion and lesser devotion. There is no gradation in devotion. No way. Good devotee, bad devotee. No. He is a devotee, over. You are a devotee, he is a devotee, over. So what I told him is, Ravana is the greatest devotee of Lord Shiva. Even today, we call it Bandara. In North India, they call it Bandara. Bandara means they invite the sadhus, they invite the sannyasis and other people, and they feed them, give them some kind or cash, something, kind or cash, some dress material or something, some bag or something, or they give them some cash. During this Bandara, at the end of this Bandara, normally there is a rule, you have to sing this song. We humorously say, jata kaat diya kya. Jata means tuft, kata means to cut in Hindi. So that is to refer to the shloka which they have to sing at the end. At the end they sing this song, jata kata hasambramam. This is a song of Ravana. It's called Shiva Tandava Stotra, a beautiful composition. And even in the begin, Jata Kata, people will be ready to get up. Like when we sing Purnamadav Purnamidam, people will close their books and put it in their bags, etc. Like that. There, when they start Jata Kata, they will be ready to run. So that shloka, which is written by Ravana, even today by devotees, by sadhus, it is sung. Such a beautiful shloka, such a beautiful life he had. So, how can you, being a devotee, find fault in another devotee? That is not devotion. A devotee should never find fault in another devotee's life. If a devotee, a disciple, falls in another person's life, then he is not a disciple, he is not a proper devotee. That is that is what I told him, and he understood it. Yes. So think this: there is no good, bad, etc. here in our epic. We have this Vyasa Uchishtam Jagatsarvam. Everything is, I said, everything is whatever is left over. Everything is explained there in that, in different levels, according to the way people need to be interpreted. For some people who are very dull, the same idea is given through stories. Same idea is given through stories. Like, see, when we talk about Krishna, in, in the Krishna Leela, in the Krishna's life, it is said that he stole the clothes of people. He made them naked, and he stole the uh, butter from the people who collect butters. No, but wait. What is the hidden meaning? Making them naked. Naked. The word naked is, in Sanskrit, it is referred to as nirvana. Nirvana also refers to us to the liberation. Nirvana means liberation also. So he gave them nirvana, not nakedness. He removed all the sheets, which we'll understand later. He removed all their ignorance. And he stole the butter. What does that mean? See, this book which we are going to see, it's Sara Sangraha. Sara means essence. Butter is the essence of milk. He collected the essence of Vedas. So he stole the essence of Veda. Because he is the greatest of the teachers. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum, we refer to him as Jagadguru. So, the different layers of the stories we have to understand. For a simple person, it's just a story. For a person who wants to follow the ethics of the world, there is dharma there. And for the people who want to understand moksha, it is there. Marma. Like in Tamil, there is a poet, Thiruvalluvar. He has written a text called Thirukural couplets. They have a statue of 133 feet in Kanyakumari, south of India. And in North India, they established one in Haridwar. I was saying like I established him even before. I was teaching in North India in Tamil. No one has done that. So anyway, so this Thiruvalluvar, he has written text on Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Not Moksha. There is four Purushartha. Purushena Archete Prarchete Iti Purushartha means that which is desired by Purusha, human being, is Purushartha. That which is desired. We'll repeat this again. So that which is desired by the human for gaining for himself, that is Purushartha. Now there are Dharma, righteous life, Artha, money, wealth, earned through righteous life, Kama, sensual pleasures earned through the right righteous life, and the money earned in righteous way, and moksha, liberation. Here Tiruvalluvar has written about dharma, artha, kama, not about moksha. Why? Because many people do accept moksha as different things, sir. As I said, if moksha is just gaining the vision of God, then it is not moksha. Why? Because there is still unhappiness, sorrow in your life, because you have lost the vision of God. So to this text I have chosen, and this lecture I don't have the text in front of me. I'm just lecturing without text in front of me. How? Because you people don't have the text in front of you. Many of you would not have. I will give them in description today, the links to the books. In archive, I will give, which is Hindi translation. There is no better English translation, so I'm not going to give you any English translation copy. You will understand. Let us understand it through the teaching. And in Moola, there is one website called sanskritdocuments.org. For people who don't know, there is a website called sanskritdocuments.org. I want you to introduce you to that website. That is why I'm going to give you the link to that website. I can just copy paste which I will do later. Whatever shlokas we are going to do, that shlokas I'm going to copy paste there. But I want you to go to that website and see. They have done a humongous job, great job. I say writing a text and printing it is like it's worse than giving birth to a baby. You know, once the baby is out, there is no issue. But here, even after writing the book and printing it, there is issues always. Why? Because you proofread it. Even after multiple proofreading, my printer in Rishikesh, same wall printers, same wall. He says Mudra Rakshasa. So printers, ghosts, giants, they are. You can never get rid of it. See, like these people who are getting this Gandhi Award, Gita Press Gorakhpur. They are very great people. Gita Press is the book which is the publisher which book publishes many of these good great books. My first introduction to Bhagavad Gita was from Gita Press Gorakhpur, their book. I bought it in Hardwar, no, not Hardwar, Calcutta Howrah railway station. It was written 25, huge book, 25 rupees. I said 25 rupees. No, they missed printing 250 or 25. I asked him how much. He said 25. I bought. Okay, give me that also. Give me this also. I bought 3 4 books. This why I'm saying this. These Gita Press book people, they are publishing the books so cheap and good quality. Just because they are cheap, it is not bad quality. They're very good paper and all that. So they are worth the award actually. So worth more than that award actually, if you ask me. Their books, they have been reprinted n number of times, but still you can find some error or some other in that publishing. So it is a never ending process. So these people are doing a very great job. So we'll have to at least go there, visit their website, and that is the thank you we give them. So we have to do that. So I'll give you the link to that. and we'll slowly start understanding why Vedanta, why not other paths, etc. For the people who are laymen, who don't know anything about Vedanta, I want to take them along also. So we'll slowly enter the text after understanding the basics. So I always say in the first class, Alparambam Kshemakaram. Beginning with less, a brief introduction is a very good introduction. Meaning that's the first step to greatness. So we have taken the first step. Let us go slowly. There's no urgency here. People who know my way of lecture, they'll be like, "What is this? He's speaking so slowly. Is it slowed down or slowed down version or something?" No, I want to take along with me all the other people who don't have any introduction to Vedanta. So we'll have this. We'll take this slowly, right? Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.